night movie night number 25, is it? Or 24? I think it's maybe 25. Today it's my pick again this week, which is kind of fun because it was my pick last week. So I had this week to think, what am I going to pick this week? And I kind of went with like a different type of pick than I've been going for the last few weeks. So I'm really excited about it. And the fun thing about last week as well, the pick that I put in is the pick that came out. So that was super fun. So yeah, I'm going to put this one in this week, and I'm excited to see what's going to come out, and I'm excited to see what my mum thinks of this pick. This is definitely one that I am the most kind of curious to see what she's going to think about it whenever it comes out. So yeah, I feel like I picked a good one, and definitely an interesting one for me, because I've always it's one of my favourite movies, and I'm really looking forward to seeing my mum's thoughts on it. And so the movie that I have picked this week is My Neighbour Totoro, and this is a Studio Ghibli film, and this is my favourite Studio Ghibli film. It's not the first Studio Ghibli movie I ever saw, but it is one of the first ones that I saw, and my mum's never seen this. She's seen one Studio Ghibli movie though, and it was Kiki's Delivery Service. I know because when I watched Kiki's Delivery Service, I made her watch it because I really enjoyed that one. Well, I enjoy all of the Studio Ghibli movies. I mean, come on, let's be honest, they're fantastic, but this one just kind of holds a really special place for me. I don't know, I just love it. And also, my mum knew that I loved this movie, and not last year, but the year before she got it me for Christmas, because I'd never owned it, but I'd borrowed it off a friend before, and I'd watched it multiple times just in different places, but I hadn't owned it from my collection, so I was super excited to get this when I got it for Christmas, because it was a surprise. So yes, I'm really interested to know what she'll think about this, because it's definitely a lot stranger than Kiki. Kiki, I feel like, is one of the kind of more normal Studio Ghibli films. It's about this little witch and you know, just her adventures, but it is quite normal as far as things go, whereas this one definitely has its quirkiness. It's not the strangest Studio Ghibli movie, but it's definitely very quirky and sweet. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to whenever this one comes out to hear her thoughts on it. So that's kind of why I put it in the picking plot. Plus, I feel like looking at what is in the picking pot, this kind of adds a bit of variety into it as well at the moment. So yes. Okay, so my picks are Thor, the first Thor movie. Oh, it's a bit sunny, that one. And then My Neighbour Totoro, which I have put in today. I'm super excited about that. My mum's picks are The Shipping News and Blended. And then our joint pick is The Help. So yeah, those are the picks that could be in the picking pot today, and I'm excited to see which one's going to come out, and so yeah, let's pick. Also, I just wanted to say, I feel like we've got a really nice mix going on in the picking pot at the moment, and I like it when we have like a nice little variety. So yeah, I think that's actually really cool. I really like the picks that we've got in the picking pot at the moment, so I just kind of thought I'd mention that, that it is quite a cool little mix we've got going on right now. Okay, you ready to see my pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Neighbour
Totoro.
Totoro, I say. What do you say?
Totoro.
Totoro.
It might be. It's always every time Totoro. I think I said it once. Then I think in the film they say Totoro, and then I forget every time. But yeah, what do you think? You excited for my new pick? What?
Yeah. I don't know. I must admit, I've watched one Studio Ghibli
Yeah, I said
film.
that in my bit.
So, and it wasn't terrible.
This is really offensive to lots of people. I'm shocked.
I've just been caught unawares.
Okay, well, we'll move on and pick out now. Okay, so putting my new great pick in the picking pot. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, you ready to pick? Go ahead.
Swirl around.
I'm nervous now. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, it is. I wasn't sure then. Oh, the shipping news! I was just saying. Oh,
The shipping news.
so disappointing for me.
It's a good film. You might be. Let me turn it round on you and let you see what you look like now, because what you see at the end.
Shipping news.
Let me put the camera on your face.
I looked like disappointed. This
is a look of disappointment, but when she's watched it, I'm sure.
Well, to be fair, no, I was excited about it at one point, but today I was like, oh, the shipping news. It's nice and sunny outside, and this movie looks quite dark and glum and cloudy and depressing. So, yay for us. I'll let you know my thoughts after. But no, I wasn't annoyed to watch this film. It's just today I was like, yeah, and now I'm like, oh, right, foggy film, okay. Okay, so we're just about to watch the film, and honestly it's not, well, I wasn't not excited for it as a whole, but as for today, it's definitely not one that I would never pick to watch this movie on this particular day, but that's what makes Tuesday Night Movie Night exciting. Maybe by the end of it I'll be like, yeah, I'm really glad I watched that, yada yada yada. But anyway, I've got the rest of my Easter egg, which is exciting because it was Easter on Sunday, and then we've also got this, well, it's come out of its wrapper, but it's Salted Caramel Galaxy. But yeah, so let's put the movie in and see how it goes. So it is the next day that we're filming this end bit rather than after the film. We actually used to do that at the beginning of Tuesday Night Movie Night. We'd film the end the following day, but then we started doing it at the end. But anyway, this particular instance we are filming it today. But yes, we watched the shipping news, and you guys know I was a bit, I wasn't sure kind of whether I was going to enjoy it or not, so I feel like it's going to be an interesting kind of conclusion here. But yeah, so originally, you know, I think on that particular day I was kind of looking for something a bit more chirpier because I had a bit of a headache, but when it started it drew me in straight away. So yeah, it was very interesting. Cate Blanchett was in it. She was a really odd character in this one, but it had a lot of great people in. Julianne Moore, I actually really liked her in this movie, which is weird because I often don't like the characters she plays. I mean, I like her as an actress, but I just always don't like her characters. But in this one, I liked her character. So, well, I don't know, I had a few problems with it. Originally, I felt like I was going to give it 4. I was actually really enjoying the film. It's based off a book, which I kind of feel like you can tell that when watching it, and I felt like I was really enjoying it. But then a few things happened, like in the third act or the last 20 minutes, and it just kind of went a bit downhill for me. So I ended up giving it 3.5. So overall, I did enjoy it. I definitely recommend it. Like I say, Kevin Spacey's in this as well, and he definitely plays a different character too. He usually is a very, well, I've always seen him as a bit of a weirdo in films, but in this one he was a bit more of a family guy, a bit more normal. He wasn't super normal, but he was normal more than some other films. Yes, he was cool. And what's her name? Judi Dench, is that her name? Yes, she was actually really great in this too. But yes, there's a lot of people in it. It's about this father and daughter who moved to this island, and it's kind of got this tale behind it. You know, it's kind of a little bit predictable, but I enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5 stars. And now let's see what my mum thought of it. She's seen it before, so yeah, we'll find out her thoughts and if she thought it was a good Tuesday Night Movie Night pick, because this was her pick. So yeah. Okay, so what did you think about your pick?
I liked it. I enjoyed it again. I hadn't seen it for a couple of years. I didn't know whether I thought you'd like it. I hoped you'd like it because I think it's an interesting film. And yeah, Kevin Spacey plays a very hapless Coyle who's really, really a total mess, basically. He plays a really good part, and how he sort of comes through the film from this lumbering idiot to some
poor guy,
yeah. Oh, into somebody who actually, you know, builds himself a life with his daughter and his family. I think it gives you a really good up and down through his life, and I enjoy the backstory where with his family went from Newfoundland. And when Judi Dench comes in, she's his aunt, and the story that she's got going on in the background. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of simmering backstories with the characters, and I love the paper where he gets the job, and I love the people who work there. They're really funny. There's a lot of humour in the film, even though it's sort of it's a very grey-looking film. The sets are very grey, but I think there's a lot of humour in it, and I love the headlines. He has to think about headlines, and he's throughout the film they sort of jump in these headlines of newspaper headlines of things that are going on. I find that very funny.
What would you give it out of 5?
You see, I think I might give it a 4 because I just think it leaves you thinking things afterwards, and it makes you laugh and it makes you think, and it just pulls you in. And there are a few. I mean, it's an odd film. It's not mainstream, is it, by any stretch of the imagination, but it's well worth a watch. It's not a depressing film. People probably would look at it and think, oh, I mean, the title's bad enough, the shipping news. There's nothing exciting about shipping news. But the stories about the boats and the people on the island and how things progress, and yeah, Julianne Moore's character, she's really got a good character in it. Kate Blanchett is totally different to anything I've ever seen her in before. So and she's sort of believable in it as well. I think at the very beginning you sort of think, I don't know if I'm going to fancy watching her in this role, because I don't know if I can see her in this role, but she plays it well and pulls it off and pulls a good part.
Are you excited to pick next week?
Haven't a clue what I'm going to pick next week. I'm totally at a loss now. I have had some ideas before, but I'll have to have a really good think. If anyone's got any ideas, put them down in the comments below and give me some help.
So that was it for this week's Tuesday night movie night, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. So yeah, I'd recommend the shipping news if you kind of looked into it or you like some of the actors and actresses in it. It's definitely worth giving a watch. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but if I was forced to watch it again, or it just happened to be on or something, I wouldn't be like begrudged to watch it again. I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I'll watch it again. But I maybe wouldn't just pick it out and watch it again. But I still really enjoyed it. So yeah, let me know if you've seen it. I don't really know if I've heard anybody else talk about it. Let me know down in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.